International credit rating agency Moody's has abruptly downgraded the U.S. national credit rating. The Trump administration is shifting blame to the former Biden administration, and the issue is escalating into a political battle.
On the 16th, local time, Moody's, one of the world's three major credit rating agencies, announced that it would downgrade the U.S. national credit rating from the highest rating of AAA to A1. The rating outlook changed from negative to stable. But this announcement is having a significant impact on the reliability of the U.S. economy. Moody's cited the expansion of the U.S. fiscal deficit, high national debt, and political uncertainty as the main reasons for the downgrade. In particular, it explained that the delay in Congress's budget processing and the repeated federal government shutdown crisis raised questions about the country's fiscal soundness and policy implementation ability. Immediately after this announcement, the Trump administration immediately responded with opposition. White House Deputy Press Secretary Kush Desai said in a statement that night that the Trump administration and the Republican Party are preparing one big, beautiful bill to eradicate waste and fraud and restore an orderly America, and claimed that the former Biden administration is responsible for this situation. Desai also strongly criticized the credibility of Moody's itself, saying, if Moody's had true credibility, it would not have remained silent when the financial situation worsened over the past 4 years. In addition, White House Press Secretary Stephen Chung criticized Mark Zandi, chief economist at Moody's Analytics, who released an analysis related to the credit rating downgrade. Director Chung stated on his SNS, X, that Zandi has been opposing Trump since 2016, and that his analysis is no longer credible. However, there is confusion about the facts here. Moody's Analytics is an economic analysis and research organization, and is a separate organization from Moody's Ratings, which directly assigns credit ratings. In other words, Zandi's analysis is only for reference, and the actual rating evaluation was performed by Moody's Ratings. The impact of this downgrade on the U.S. Treasury market and investor sentiment is also noteworthy. In particular, short-term volatility is expected in government bond yields, dollar value, and international interest rates. So the response to U.S. fiscal policy in the future is important. Previously, the other two major credit rating agencies, Fitch and S&P Standard & Poor's, had already downgraded the U.S. credit rating in the past. And Moody's action marks the first time that all three major rating agencies have not maintained the U.S. credit rating at AAA.
A credit rating downgrade is not simply a change in numbers, but a signal that directly affects the country's trust and investment conditions. Attention is being paid to what changes this announcement will bring to U.S. politics and economic policy.